Good morning and welcome to our quick tutorial on how to complete the Mathist notes. This is a really good note-taking app that a former student of mine showed me this whole app process. And if you are taking an online asynchronous class, you do need to present your work. That is mandatory through our school. So this is one quick app that you might want to do. It's for free. You can have a free account, and then that way you can come back to all of your notes very easily. And it also allows you to upload these digital notes easily. So you can always do this quick welcome tutorial on how to find these Greek letters and how to create a new note, how to do the copy and paste, how to do the Desmos calculator, Wolfram Alpha, and to compute anything. So first we're going to start off with entering just a note title, because for us, we're going to have to require you to upload your homework assignment. So you could label this as week 1 homework. You could label this as chapter 1.1 homework, and so forth, or like quiz notes or test notes. For me, I'm just going to write demonstration. So first thing with our 104 class, we're going to be using Desmos quite frequently, or some sort of a TI calculator. So for this one, this app is really fluid with a Desmos calculator. So if you wanted to graph something very quickly, you can just hit your quick Desmos calculator here. You could say y equals x squared plus 3x plus 2, maybe 1. And in this case, you can see all of your special features on your graph. So in one case, you can just click and type in. If I wanted to keep this point up, notice that if I click out, my points are going to disappear. So if I wanted to keep them up, I can go ahead and hit just a new cell and type in my point there. When I want my other points, I can just click -1.5, -1.25. I'm just going to click out really quick. That way I can, come on. Where's my other point? There we go. -0.382. And last one, 0 and 1. So you'll notice that as I click out, these dots are still going to appear, and you can color coordinate them as best as you can. And you can always tap and kind of click from there. Now, another thing with Desmos is if you wanted to use it for any sort of a calculator, kind of like you would with a TI-80 for sort of basic calculator, you can use it as such. So you could say 4 squared plus 3 minus 2, and then you'll see is equal to 17. You could also do this with any sort of factoring formula. So 0 is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 12. And you can see that there as well. It'll factor that nice and easily for you. Not factor, but you can solve it for you as well. So it'll make any sort of graph. It'll allow you to do special features, which you can also zoom in and zoom out. As well for you. So that is there if you need to take some quick notes while you're doing your homework and such. If it is kind of a more in-depth problem, that's probably something that you want to use Desmos for as well. We can also go ahead and do, let's see, from here, let's see, we talked about your graph, how to do a calculator problem, and now let's talk about this LaTeX feature. So what it's nice is that LaTeX is a mathematical program that will allow you to type in your notes really easily from a math standpoint. So you can also hit y equals 2x plus 3, or it'll allow you to type in like your equations very quickly, plus 4x minus 2, right? In which case, if you were asked to do a quick factoring, we could always factor out a 2. So you could show that here. And actually, I'm going to change my problem ever so slightly. Notice that it's very easy to factor on this, or not to factor, but to type on this. So I can take out a 2, I can take out an x, so I'm left with x squared plus 2x, and then that was minus 1. And then again, you can keep going if needed. But it'll allow you to type in these values very, very quickly. And again, you can do this for anything that you would like. So let's say you wanted to show that you're solving a little bit more in depth. So you could have something like 2x squared plus 3 when x is equal to negative 1. So therefore, down below, you could say 2, and then you can have negative 1 squared plus negative 1. And therefore, you can actually write out very easily kind of to keep track of your information here. And then so you have 2 minus 1, which is therefore just 1. So it kind of shows you very easily on how to write these processes or these step-by-step problems in a pretty conducive manner. Sometimes it'll show up kind of like this, where you might just need to click and go. And I'm going to put that dot right here. And then whenever you're ready to print, you can go ahead and hit this print button. And not that you need to print it for me in any sort of detail, but notice that you have your graph here, you have some sort of a solution or an equation, you have some sort of written work, and you can always have this as to save it to a PDF or as a PDF. And then you can save it to your desktop. And then from there, when you're ready, you can upload that specific title. Mine would just be called demonstration. I can hit save, and then I can always save it to my desktop, and you'll notice that it says TheMathist. And you could say demo, and then you can save it from there and then upload. So this is just a really easy way to keep track of your notes when you upload your homework and things. So hopefully you found that easy to follow along, and you might use this in the future.